welcome back to Easy Cooking with Linda B. Spring is in the air and Easter is right around the corner. Today I want to make for you a dessert. The first time I had this dessert was at my cottage. My dear friend Kiata, who's Laura's stepmom, brought this dessert with her. It was a huge hit. It was gone in a matter of minutes. It's light, it's fluffy, it's airy. So I'm calling this dessert Pistachio Dessert Squares, and I'm going to show you how to put it all together. So now I want to go over all of the ingredients with you. What you need is 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, any brand that you like, 2 boxes of instant pistachio pudding. Here in this 3/4 cup, I have pistachio nuts finely chopped, and 3/4 of a cup of butter. Here I have 3 cups of milk, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 1/2 cups of flour, and 2 containers of whipped topping. So now I'm going to show you each step and how to put it all together. It's super simple, easy, no baking. Well, I'm sorry, that's not true. We do have to bake the crust, but other than that, that's it. And refrigeration time is all we're going to need. So I'll get right back to you. So I have the oven heating at 350 degrees. So now we're going to make the crust. So what I have here is my flour. I'm going to pour in my melted butter and also pistachio nuts. So what you want to do is just make sure you mix this all very well together. It will take a few minutes, but you could still see the flour. So you just want to make sure you mix that in well. Always make sure you grab from the bottom with your spatula and keep mixing. Okay, now I'm going to grab my 9x13 pan, place the mixture in the pan, and then I'm going to flatten it out and covering the entire bottom of this pan. Okay, I want to work on this and then I'll get right back to you. So my oven has now reached 350 degrees. Here's what the crust looks like. Now I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to let it cool, and then I'm going to work on the next step. Okay, so here's the crust. I had it in the oven for 20 minutes. It's completely cool. Now we have to go to the next step. So what we're going to do now is layer this with the Cool Whip, the cream cheese, and sugar. Now it calls for a cup of sugar. Now I've never made this before, so I'm going to start out with maybe about 1/2 cup of sugar. Just don't want it super sweet. Okay, we'll start out with that. And then we're going to take our container of whipped topping and put it inside here. And then we're going to mix this all together with an electric beater. Or if you want to use your stand mixer, you can. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is get started with this. This should take just a little bit. You want to make sure that the whipped topping gets completely incorporated with the cream cheese, because that's where all your flavor is. Okay, I'm going to stop here and I will give this a taste just to see if it's sweet enough. I'm going to add just a little bit more, but I really want to kind of beat it more too, because I'm getting that crunchiness from the sugar. So I really want to blend this up. So then I will show you what we do next. I have completely creamed this together. I only used not even quite 3/4 cup of sugar because I feel it's sweet enough. So now the next step would be to pour this over your crust, and then we're going to smooth it out, and then I'm going to throw it back in the refrigerator, and while I make the pudding. So this will firm up a little. It just will make it easier for me to spread the pudding on top of this. So I'm going to get this nice and spread out. Okay, that looks really good. Okay, so now what I will do is take this, put it in the refrigerator. All right, now we're going to make the pudding. So I have my 3 cups of milk here, which is very cold. And I'm going to take my pudding mix, put it inside of here. So I'm going to need 2 of them. Here, I'll just take it out. It'll probably be easier for me, and I won't lose anything. Oops. So because this is instant, it's going to whip up pretty quickly. So the instructions say to beat it for about 2 minutes or until it gets thick. So I'm going to work on this without hopefully making a huge mess like I usually do. Okay, once I have this all blended, I'll show you what we do next. Okay, so now the pudding mixture is now thickened, and I'm going to pour it all over the top of that cream cheese mixture that's been cooling in the refrigerator. This dessert is so delicious. You will not be disappointed. So now just go ahead, like you did with the bottom layer, spread this out evenly along the top, covering all of the cream cheese. And then once you do that, then what I would do is take it, put it back in the refrigerator so it has some time to firm up before we put our whipped cream topping on. Now we're going to finish off the dessert. I'm taking my whipped topping and I'm going to smooth it all along the top of this dessert. And then what I'm going to suggest that you do is chill it for anywhere from 3 to 4 hours or overnight for best results. So now smooth this on top. What I also did was I reserved some of the pistachio nuts that I chopped earlier, and I'm going to sprinkle them all over the top. Oh, it looks so beautiful so far. Now I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator so it will firm up, and then once it does, I'll come back, I'll cut a piece, and we'll go for a taste test. Here it is. I've had it chilling in the refrigerator for about an hour. I'm going to let it chill more, but now what I want to do is take a taste. So I'm going to cut this. The good thing is I could tell that the crust is nice and firm, so it should hold up for me. Oh, nice. And then for a small slice. Okay, let's see how this is going to work. Here we go. Oh, look at that piece. Isn't that gorgeous? You could see the pudding. Okay, now I'm going to go for a taste test. Right now for my favorite part. That's beautiful. Okay, now it's going into my mouth. Oh my gosh. It is so delicious. It's refreshing. You could taste the pistachios. It's very light, which is perfect if you've had a heavy meal. So I hope you enjoyed watching my video of making me making this beautiful pistachio dessert squares. And remember, enjoy life and never stop learning. Bye now.